All right, we're off on another great adventure. Today we are traveling down to my brother's place to cook one of his dishes. So excited. He's been such an inspiration to me. So we're excited to show you the rest of the video. All right, we made it. So I'd like to introduce to you one of my inspirations. This is the person that really got me started in my cooking experience. This is my brother, and he's going to show us how to make one of his signature dishes today. So what are you gonna make for us?
Well, today we're gonna make jambalaya. I've been making it for 20 years or so, family gatherings, things of that nature. What I like about it, I mean, you add enough stuff to it, it can feed an army, or 2 people, so it's a good mix of whatever you want to do. And I was talking to some friends, telling them about doing this video, and they said, well, what do y'all put in yours? Which you guys are going to see today. But a lot of people, I hear some of them use beer, and then some might just do like sausage and shrimp, which is cool if that's what they want to do. But we're going to have quite a mix. So
well, it sounds great. Where'd you learn this?
Well, it wasn't from our mother. I don't know, actually. Just what actually got me started on it is I had paella down in Georgia or someplace, and so I started digging into things. I thought, try jambalaya, and every place I go, I've been all over like North America, and if they have it on their menu, I order it just to kind of compare. So, I mean, in Vancouver, I had it one time with pasta, which was my first, but I prefer rice. How about you?
Well, the only way I really like it is the way you make it.
Well, bless you, brother.
Yeah.
So
as we talk about the Buff-A-Touille experience here, is those experiences that take you back to these moments in your past, or they just take you to another time and place when you eat things. And so this particular dish for me, he made it for Christmas, I don't know, 10 years ago or so, and that's what really opened up my interest in Southern cuisine. So thank you for introducing it to me and giving me more of a good start, I guess, on my own cooking experiences.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. So,
all right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, so we need to get started here with prepping the ingredients. You want to talk about what's in front of us?
Sure. Obviously the rice, and then this I'm making 4 cups of rice, so I'm going to have 8 cups of liquid to that. This is just general salt, garlic, pepper seasoning to start with, with the chicken, and basically the chicken and the seasoning, or the stuff we're going to cut up to get it going. I've used different things, and this is like Slap Your Mama. That's a good one too. Xanarans is another one I like personally. What do we got? Chili beans, black beans, Mexicorn. Then I use like Rotel or whatever this is, tomatoes with diced chilies, and then more beans. And what else did I miss? Anything? Onions, probably depending on the size of it, either 2 mediums or 1 large. You kind of get a feel for it as we're going. 2 stalks of celery and garlic. I don't know, 3, maybe 4 cloves. Depends when my wife, the expert, comes out to tell me how many I'm supposed to put in. Crushed red peppers and smoked paprika, and bay leaves, and then we have cumin around here somewhere too, and cumin. So that's the first things to really start with. And as I mentioned earlier too, I mean, this thing you can adapt to whatever size group. So I'm shooting for a group of 12, and go from there
What
with
kind of-
leftovers. Sorry.
Well, yeah, no problem. What kind of meat are you gonna put in it?
Oh, so we'll have sausage. I smoked pork chops last night, so I have that. Chicken, chicken breast, and chicken thighs, and shrimp.
And shrimp. Nice. What kind of sausage? Use the andouille.
Thank you, because I couldn't say it.
Well,
Yeah.
I probably said it wrong. I apologize.
Yeah, well, it would have been better.
Andouille. Either way, we love you.
Yeah, we'll take a picture. So, yeah.
Cool.
So what do? We want to cut this up and then do the meat?
Yeah, I guess one thing I want to say is this is a little bit different experience for us because he has this awesome outdoor space here at his place, and we're actually going to be cooking outdoors here on his outdoor setup. So we're excited to show you that, and I guess let's start prepping.
Sounds good.
Well, I guess in order for us to always have a great experience, we always believe that we should have a sharp knife, and Eric has a little surprise here today he wants to talk about.
Well, Paul did a video, 2 months ago, something like that. And do I tell him about Dad's knife sharpener? Did you?
It's up to you.
Well, he invented a knife sharpener, I don't know, probably 50 years ago, 100, who knows. But Paul did a test on that and some other things. And you had like an electric one, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then I found this at Ross. Just going through, I thought, God, that looks like what Paul would use. So I bought it. It was like $10 or less. It works fabulous. So I bought this not too long ago, and my wife, she cooks quite a bit, and I thought for today we better get that knife sharp, so we bought that. But since we got quite a task ahead of us, it's a surprise, Paul. You won't guess what it is. So
it looks like a box.
Yeah, it's a box with stuff in it. But these were on sale, and like I say, we do a lot of cooking, especially my wife, and she loves this. She loves this knife, and I mean, she's rather particular, and she likes it. So,
No, I appreciate it. This is great.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited to cut up these vegetables with it. Now, for those of you that saw our video on making asparagus, you may remember there was a cleaver in there that got a lot of comments on that everyone loved, and it also came from him. So knowing that he knows how to pick out a great knife, so I'm really excited to use this one today. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. What?
All right, so now we got our vegetables all prepped and ready to go. What's the next step here?
Well, since we got those all prepped, start cutting up some meat. As I mentioned, I smoked some pork chops last night. Just if I don't have like smoked pork chops or buy them, I'll smoke some like that just to give them a little bit different taste, you know, a hint of things. Or once in a while, I'll even use ham just because. But so I have some of those. I've got sausages, chicken, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, fresh shrimp, raw shrimp.
Out of the river?
These actually came from the store.
Okay.
And then we actually have more people coming now since they found out Paul and Elena were in town. So we're gonna cheat and add some frozen chicken breasts that we had too. So next we just got to cut all that up and then get the cooker going. When we get there, I want to tell you about that. I call it a Discata pan, but it's like a disco pan. And I got it 2 years ago. Yeah, like 2 years ago. It's from Southwest Disc out of New Mexico. It's veterans run the place, and I love that thing. I bought it just...
I'm just laughing because I'm waiting for them to see the pan.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, folks. I'd pick it up and carry it over, but it's heavy. But I got it because my boss, he was telling about, I work for a hitch dock, and they got their start making motorcycle hitches. And they would go up to Minneapolis to get the hitches after they were chromed. There's a chroming plant up there. And on Saturdays, and they would work there on Saturdays until noon. And all the guys there had these pans, and they'd, make, like, I'll call it tacos, and and they have the tortillas wrapped around the disc, and then the meat inside. So why don't you grab it? You want to go grab it? We'll show them.
Yeah.
We'll get it over with. Lift with 2 hands.
Oh.
Yeah, it's here. I'll grab part of it. But this is a 24-inch, and I've used it. Here I'm talking about how much I love it. I've only used it 3 times, 4 times maybe, and it cleans up fabulously and is very well seasoned. Came well seasoned when I got it. So check it out, folks. Not that I'm trying to promote them, but I am. And then I bought a lid for it, Carolina cooker. That's a 24-inch lid. So for doing the rice, because typically I've never cooked rice on it till a few weeks ago. So, all right. Sorry to tell you all about that, but
Older brothers.
yeah, I know, like getting older, can't remember when to shut up. So,
All right, let's do it.
all right. All right, we've let the pan warm up for a bit in the oil. Probably a little bit too long, so let's see what we get here. That's one thing I like about this pan too. Maybe I should wait till I'm done shooting my mouth off, but you can dump it on the side and kind of control what you're getting. And the nice thing too with this pan, I found, if it's getting too hot, you move it up on the side and it's kind of a rescue mode. So I'm gonna give this a bit of stir. So I'm gonna let these go for a minute just to soften the hair, and then I'm gonna put we have the onion, celery, and garlic cut up in the other one. So I'm just gonna give these a second here. You wanna hold that, please?
Love to.
Great, thank you. We'll put a little bit of Traeger, anything rub, salt, pepper, garlic. Oh, yeah, actually it has jalapeno in it too. A little bit. Okay, there's that. You want to flip it once, please? I'm going to turn this heat up here. There we go. So it's just starting to sizzle up again.
Yeah.
Should we give it a second or dump her?
Let's dump it.
So there went our onion, garlic, and celery. What did we end up doing? We did 3 stalks of celery, 3 peppers.
I probably did like 8 or 9 really small cloves of garlic.
All right.
Yeah, and there was 1 really large onion.
Okay. Since we're messing around, let's put a little bit of this on there just to get it going.
Slap your mama.
Slap your mama.
So this is a pretty cool setup you have here. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that while you have an opportunity to?
What do you mean?
Like with the grill and stuff. Like you use it often, or it's your...
Well, we built this outdoor kitchen. To back up a little bit, this first part actually started off being a gazebo, or not a gazebo, hammock stand for Isabel. Like she has a 2-person hammock. Well, and we had it sitting under there, but it was by a fire pit. And we ended up cooking under, we'd move the hammock and like just sit outside almost like this and do breakfast or whatever. It's like, this is pretty cool, and then, but it was so big for it being in the center of our yard. We moved it over here, bought a bar, and so then we started having, friends come over. And, then we had that. Then we put on this other room, there was a wood stove by the brown door. So we did that. And then, you'll have to come down and film maybe this fall. We can either watch a college football game or something, but like in October, misty, rainy day. And we had, before I built the pergola, we had a bunch of like camping tents or whatever I use for camping. We had them all set up, and we sat out here and we watched the noon, the 3:30, and the 7 o'clock football games, eating chili, and had a 65-inch TV set up, and
Well,
it was a lot of fun.
I mean, that explains probably why you built a bathroom right there. Well,
For number one only. So,
no, it's a great setup.
yeah, we really enjoy it. You know what? I'm gonna get this chicken going. I'm gonna dump it on. Why don't you clear me a little path? I'm gonna put it here, then you can kind of introduce it in, or I just dump it all in.
Yeah, that was very strategic.
Yeah, my favorite thing is the outdoor sink. So I might bring your heat up a little bit more, Paul.
Yeah, that probably brought it down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Pull those veggies off the side a little bit.
So with this Discata pan, what I call it, I've used it on top of our like Weber kettle grill, which didn't work quite as well as I thought it would, just for regulating the heat. But then I bought a little turkey fryer, type of, a little smaller stand, and the regulating the flame was horrible. So Memorial Day, the Camp Chef had these on sale for 99 bucks. So we bought it, and yeah, it works great. I also have a cast iron skillet that's the same size as that. We can put it on there like we want to do smash burgers or anything like that. But
I mean, really, the possibilities are endless with either pan and your grill. I mean, I can tell right now I've never cooked on this, but just the size of it makes it really awesome. Like, just dreaming of the things I could make on it.
Oh, exactly. The first time we made Discata is what it's a dish, and for Isabel's birthday, and I think we had 20 pounds of meat on there, plus it's kind of like fajitas, but 20 pounds of meat. We had to cook it like 10 pounds at a time just to make sure everything was good and cooked, but it was fun. It's that's the thing too about it. It's fun. People come over, like today. People are going to come over and have the jambalaya and sit around and make sure everyone has a good time. And it's just a little bit different. It's a memory builder, really, is what I kind of consider it as. I'm going to squirt a little oil right on this.
When did you learn that you like to cook?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't. I would joke and say, well, when I had to, but I think just even growing up, I mean, I didn't make like crazy dishes. I used to make eggs in a microwave. Yeah, Elena, I was that old that I had one of the first microwaves on Earth. So, but yeah, just kind of get into it more and more. Yeah, it's just what I really enjoy about it is like on weekends, just smoking something or just relaxing. And I built this pergola that's above us, obviously, last month maybe, and we have a sunshade over it, and we love sitting out here. And honestly, this morning we woke up, we had thunderstorms, so I have like tarps that I put over the top too, just to keep it from getting wet. So, but anyway, I probably should focus on cooking. So what we're doing is we're going to get all this. I think I'm trying to heat up a little bit more for that chicken. Try and get that chicken cooked first, and maybe slide the that way we can get more chicken under there. So I'll give you a little more heat there. One thing that's cool, going back to this Camp Chef, it has a fuel or a oxygen regulator. So if you take this up into the mountains, you can adjust it because of the atmospheric pressure to adjust it. So they did a great job of that.
Yeah, that's interesting. With all the talking that you've been doing, I can feel the oxygen kind of getting sucked.
Yeah, whatever. So, yeah. Where's my bride? She's Isabel. On the other half, she has all of her plants. The problem is we live above a river. We have timber and all, nature out there. And she loves her plants and vegetables, but the deer every night devastate them. So we finally had to build a fence around it, so it kind of distracts from the beauty of it all, but she has a good time. So, yeah.
Would you say that, well, I don't have a good question there, so I'm going to shut up.
All right. That's right. Well, let me tell you about that big woodpecker.
Yeah.
So, with all the trees, and Isabel likes animals, this morning, we're sitting there and like, what is that big bird flying into like our trees? And it lands, and it was a woodpecker that I've only heard about. It was probably, 14 inches tall. I had never seen one, but always heard about them, and saw it today for the first time. So, yeah, it was interesting. Like, God, it's hot right there.
Yeah. It's hot out today, plus the heat of this.
Yeah. Yeah, what is going to be like 90 degrees today?
Which, I guess, family member, do you have memories of, like, a dish from a family member, I guess, that stands out?
All right. Sorry, Brenda. Cordon bleu, she made it once. She made it one time for a Christmas. And I don't know what happened, but the next thing you know, it's like our parents think that it's like the Christmas tradition that she makes chicken cordon bleu, and I don't know what. Maybe I folded napkins at the time because Brenda's so much older than me. But so that was, and it's funny we started talking about that because that's how the thing started getting the traditions. Thank you, those T words. But then we started doing hors d'oeuvres, different things. Liz, I don't know, like Liz, for example, a variety of things with her, more casserole type things or hot dish for us new Minnesotans. Paul and I both moved from Spirit Lake. Well, can we tell where we used to live? From Spirit Lake to Minnesota the same day, and we closed on our houses an hour apart.
Yeah.
So, but it's taken some getting used to saying hot dish instead of casserole. So, but whatever.
If you could have one dish, again, from a deceased family member, what would it be?
How about two things?
Sure.
Grandma Mefford's Swedish meatballs, and Grandpa's, that's a toss-up. Because when we were little, I don't know if you remember, we would make homemade ice cream on holidays, sit out in the garage.
Nope.
Yeah. So.
Just a baby.
Pre-Paul, we would do that. Otherwise, yeah, that's one thing you should do, his shipwreck salad.
Yeah, I thought about that.
That was another thing. So,
I always think of when you would make steak and they'd be marinating in the beer.
Oh, the beer, the butter.
The smell of that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You just can't get enough butter in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny you say that because I thought about that a few weeks ago. I said, I wonder if we should try Grandpa's recipe because it's out there in our family cookbook. So, for sale for $25. Right, Elena? Okay.
Looks like the chicken's getting close.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Sorry, I got jabbering. Now, put in sausage. You ready?
Yeah.
So this is all cooked. The chicken obviously wasn't. So what this is 2 packages of sausage and
smoked pork chop.
Smoked pork chop. The pork chops were added up to a pound. Those are about 2 pounds of sausage, pound each. And I don't know, what do you think? 2 pounds of chicken?
Yeah, pound and a half.
Okay.
There's no way, well, I shouldn't say that. It would be difficult to make a batch this large just in a...
No, it'd be impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. you know, and I appreciate you coming here and helping too, because how many times have I touched a spoon since these? It's fun though, right?
Oh yeah, I love this. It's funny too, because like when we were prepping, he's like, I'll be right back, and I prepped all the food. And then he came out when it was all done.
Yeah. Well, my stunt double, I was talking with him about it. Since I about cut myself with a knife already. Razor sharp.
I didn't prep all the food. No.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm gonna hit it up, and folks, I wish there was like some set amount, but it changes. What I do, like with this Slap Your Mama, I go by the color actually, and just keep going. Like there's sometimes, like I'll be in Louisville, and I'll go and have jambalaya there, and sometimes same restaurant. It depends who's cooking that night. One night it'll come out, it'll be whatever, you know, lightly coated. The next time it'll come out, it'll be red, and it'll be hot. So you want to give that a little loving.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put a little smoked paprika in the, while you're doing that, if that's all right.
Yeah, please do.
Smoked paprika. Well, you can smell that. I wonder if I should. I'll do a little bit of cumin right now, just to kind of get it married in.
Really
Funny how you say that, you can really smell that.
Yeah. What's one dish you're waiting to see on Buff-A-Touille?
Oh, I'd have to say, I think about this one.
I hope you say the right answer.
Oh geez, pressure. I thought it was gonna be Elena cooking something. I don't know, she learned all those secret Jello recipes from our mother.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't answer that.
Well,
What's the hint?
there's something I'm waiting for my wife to make.
Salmon patties?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the ones. We know that Chloe, it's her favorite. She loves it. You know, she has salmon nearly every day.
Yeah.
Chloe's her dog. But there's a video on her talking about how she loves salmon and she's waiting for those salmon patties.
That's right, I bet.
I was talking to someone the other day about that as well, and they'd never heard of salmon patties. But
Really?
I said, you know, the thing that we love about them is with the creamed pea sauce
Yeah.
on top of them.
Yeah.
I know it's a special dish for you.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it is.
I thought it was.
Yeah. Paul's alluding to, it was my birthday, and my mom, Isabel, and I were going to go out and visit my parents, and my mom's like, I thought I'd make your favorite dish. And I'm like, what? Okay, what? She goes, well, I think it was yours, or it might have been Paul's, but salmon patties. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So she fumbles through her recipe book, and sure enough, she had proof of it. Paul and Eric's favorite. So, yeah. So it really holds something dear to us. We're hoping it transitions over to our children. Let me get that seasoning off of there. So, yeah. All right. It's starting to roll a little bit. Why don't we start introducing... Got that, please? Let's start doing the tomato stuff. So this is diced tomatoes with green chilies. What's the other one? Another one. This one is diced with green pepper, celery, and onions. Huh, we didn't have to cut up anything.
Oh my goodness.
We cheated.
We should have just read the can first.
Yeah. Actually, Isabel gets mad at me if I just use the canned stuff. I have to use fresh.
Wise woman.
Yeah, yeah. So what do we got there? Gotta get that kind of incorporated. I'm kind of wondering when we do this, since this pan is so full, if we should, when we introduce the rice, maybe put the meat and all that stuff up
sure.
above,
Yeah.
and then we'll start mixing it in.
Great idea.
When we get to, thank you. Secret ingredient, Mexican corn. This is one thing, like the people I mentioned I talked to before that, you know, getting their recipes of what they do. I've told them, yeah, we put Mexican corn in there too, and they're like, really? And they've tried it, and they said, yeah, it, you know, it makes everything go a lot further, and I don't know, just the color, like we were talking about it, you know, just makes it a little more vibrant of a dish.
Yeah. If you watch our video on the white chicken chili, it's also called nachos in there as well. That's one of the secret ingredients as well, but it's hard to find, so we use something different on that one. But
Yeah.
love it. I think the corn is just a little snappier than normal in it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a nibbits or whatever. Yeah, a little bit different. All right. Let's get the chili beans added in. Now I'm not draining any of this stuff, like the juice. Like when we put the black beans in, do you want me to drain them or not? Because I do it both ways.
You do what is your recipe, so.
All right.
I mean, they're watching us all around the world, so I think you want to do it right.
Okay.
No pressure.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think we've put smoked paprika in yet, have we? Elena.
Speaking of memory care.
Yeah.
No, I was just kidding.
Oh. Sorry, I'm thinking about what else I got to put in there. I'm listening to you. All right. Black beans. Drain, no drain. Audience.
She says no drain. Personally, I would have listened to her because she's the smartest one here.
Yeah, that's true. I knew I should have moved that trash can.
You can't even tell if they weren't drained.
Yeah. Let's see.
We're gonna be overflowing.
I know. I was sitting there wondering.
This is wild.
Well, put it up high. Tell you what, I'm not gonna put the other chili beans in yet, even though the can's opened.
We still need the shrimp.
Yeah, that comes at. We'll put the shrimp in after the rice is gone on for about 15 minutes. So, what we have now, we have what? 6 cups of rice. It was 4. Now we're doing 6 cups and 6 cups of rice, 12 cups of water, Paul. So 2 to 1. So, all right. Why don't we? You want to make me a hole right in the center?
I will try.
Well, I'm going to help you with putting some rice in there.
It's become so runny now that it doesn't really stay.
We don't use the word runny on your cooking show. Here, let's put a little rice in there. I'll soak that up. Or maybe we should put some more rice in there. I'm going to put it all in. How's that sound? Should I just sprinkle it all over? Might as well, right? My God, we're going to have it all over the place.
It's going to be like popcorn.
Yeah. That's not going to be cool.
First time making this, huh?
Yeah, well, second time on this discata. Worst part is I don't think my dogs will eat it.
Oh, I mean, it's already thickening up.
Yeah. So this is 4 cups right here, and we're gonna do water or that spicy chicken broth.
Well, from what I heard before, it sounds like maybe you should avoid the spicy one, but
Well, I was going to say the opposite
Okay.
because there's so much more.
Yeah. I failed the test, everyone. I apologize.
That's all right. At least you participated.
See, the water is upside
Yeah, sorry, water. With this amount, we're probably going to have to. Normally, I would let this go like 15 minutes, but I think we probably need to.
About 15 hours?
Yeah, no, it won't take long in this pan.
That was gonna weigh like 4.
Yeah, I had to put a floor jack under our cooker here.
I know, it's sinking into the ground.
Yeah. Wow. Let's just get that boiling, then we'll turn it down, and we'll after like 10 minutes we'll stir it. So what now we need to do is bring that to a boil, just like the rice ingredients. We'll better put a bay leaf in. Or 2. We'll do a couple.
Are those out of your garden?
Yeah. Deer picked them. Think that's enough bay leaf? I don't know.
I don't have the right answer anymore, so I don't know.
Well, that's true. Where's my... I never typically use it. Isabel's like, you didn't put bay leaf in. So... Oh, crushed red pepper, my God. Oh, sorry, folks. I thought this was open. Oh, my God. Trust me?
Yep.
Yeah. So you want to... I think we got everything in there, right?
All right, should we just let it boil now?
Let's bring... Yeah.
All right.
So the rice has been cooking for a little bit now. What, you want to stir it once quick, Paul? Just because... Just make sure... Get everything, you know, shaking around a little bit.
Rice still looks a little...
Yeah, it's probably been on for 7 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put the shrimp in. All right. And in about maybe 10 minutes. We have this on simmer right now. Maybe after 10 minutes.
Check on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready to pull the lid off and see if this is ready.
Yeah, so we cooked it at 20 minutes, stirring it once in a while. I'm going to go set the lid over here. Two bowls.
2 bowls.
You serving?
Is this the serving spoon?
I believe so. For right now it is. Thank you. Well, it's hot. Tell you what.
Woo, yeah, it fell right through the bowl.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't put that there?
Yeah. So with it being this warm, choose wisely what piece of meat you get. I bet the shrimp's hot.
I'll try it without the shrimp first. All right,
There we go. Hot. As I warned them, hot.
It's really rich in flavor.
Yeah.
I think it's better than I remember.
Well, thanks.
I haven't had the meat in it, but you really nailed the rest of it in terms of the sauce. I know off camera repeated some of the spices, that we put in earlier, because they were just eyeballed originally, and I think you really dialed it in. What do you think?
Well, thanks. Yeah. Looking at the color, I mean, it's more of a brownish red, but the flavors there, I think the secret to it too, what you got to go after is, going back, if you guys recall, we put that spicy chicken broth in, and I made this one other time using it, and it reminded me it had more of a, like a black pepper heat, more deep, more of the earthy, long-lasting, I hate to use the word burn, but really, but it didn't, like I said, last time I made it, when I was trying to test in the pan out to see how long it'd take, but I missed it like a mid-range type of heat. I think we got it with Slap Your Mama, which changed up, crushed red peppers, and a little more cumin, and the paprika too. I mean, it has a little bit of, not heat really, but there's good balance in it. So, I mean, I'm happy with the end results. You?
I can't really talk because I'm just keep eating more. Like every bite gets better and better. So
Yeah.
you really nailed it. Great job. The people you have showing up are really going to be like it, because I know the longer this marinates together, it's just going to get stronger and stronger.
Exactly.
So, I just want to thank you. It's been a pleasure doing this with you.
Yeah.
Talked about it for a long time. I'm glad we finally got it done.
Yeah.
So, any final comments you want to say?
No, thanks. I mean, thank you guys for doing this. Just a lot of videos, you don't have to be a professional chef to start doing this stuff and exploring. I mean, everyone who watches your show saw that you guys went to Alabama, for different food. What do you call it?
Just to explore.
Yeah,
So,
and that's good. And like myself, when I travel, I always ask, okay, what do the locals eat, or what? Because if you stay in your shell of meat and potatoes, no offense to you guys that are that still, but you're missing a whole different world.
Absolutely.
My wife's Hispanic, and I've had so many different types of food that I've never had an opportunity to before. And I like Mexican food, but what we go to a restaurant and get and what she makes, there's a difference.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you guys do it. So,
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us on another Buff-A-Touille experience.
yeah, thanks.
Wait, stop, don't hurt yet. Okay, let's
Ready?
introduce ourselves.
All right.
Hi, we're Buff-A-Touille.
Buff-A-Touille.
Buff-A-Touille's cousins, and we're trying his Jambalaya. Cheers.
Gretchen and Lucy. Let's go. Oh, super good.
Whoa.
Oh my God, Paul.
It's Eric.
Well, it's in the family. Thank you so much.
The spices are awesome.
There you go.